What's up, Sports Wars? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video, and today we are talking about Jason Whitlock because he made a beautiful comparison of what's going on at ESPN with the Stephen A. Smith, Maria Taylor nonsense and all of the identity politics, and I think that it needs to be highlighted. Jason Whitlock has a new channel over here on YouTube, and I think everybody should go check that out. I'm a fan of Jason Whitlock. I've been following him for a long time. He's not scared to give his opinion regardless of whatever backlash it may bring, and even if you don't always agree with him, you have to respect someone who's willing to put theirself out there, and Jason Whitlock consistently does that. So let's check out this beautiful comparison because, as I've said many times, with the identity politics nonsense is your one oppression Olympics away from being absolutely canceled by the mob because they don't really care about anything they say they care about. They are always looking for another group of people to be more victimized than the previous group of people. And Stephen A. Smith being a black dude, which he always reminds us of that, by the way. Thank you, Stephen. We had no idea that you were a black man, but you are constantly reminding us of that. So thank you for that. But Stephen A. being a man is a big problem. So his race doesn't really benefit him because in the oppression Olympics, when you can find someone who's more oppressed, suddenly your oppression doesn't matter anymore. And Stephen A. being the highest paid person at ESPN, he doesn't really have the ability to play the victim anymore in the eyes of the social justice crowd. But Maria Taylor, she ranks higher in the oppression Olympics, and she is playing it to her advantage. Let's listen to what Jason Whitlock has to say, and then we will talk a little bit more about it. Here we go.
Stephen A. Smith is being targeted at ESPN. His salary is inflated and problematic. No matter how hard he works, no matter how many shows he fronts, his salary is a problem because it dwarfs Maria Taylor's salary.
And the point here, too, is regardless if you like Stephen A. Smith or not, you can't deny how much work the guy puts in. And Stephen A. has gotten to the point where he annoys the hell out of me. But I've followed Stephen A. Smith for a long time. And regardless of where you stand with him at this point in time, the dude has to be respected because he works his ass off. And he has become the face of ESPN. And he pushes the needle. He makes people watch. You got to respect that.
Right now, ESPN is Wakanda. A lot of people miss the point of the Black Panther movie and fictional Wakanda. T'Challa, the Black Panther, was nothing more than a puppet for the black women of Wakanda. Watch the movie again. At every turn, the Black Panther sought the advice, counsel, support, and approval of black women. The Black Panther is a celebration of the black matriarchy, period. ESPN is Wakanda. Maria Taylor wants to be the Black Panther. She sees herself as Stephen A.'s equal. She's not. So Stephen A. has to be cut down to Maria's size. Black Twitter, the power source of the black matriarchy, is assisting Maria in her contract push and the devaluation of Smith. Yesterday's Stephen A. controversy was a total rig job, orchestrated to create the impression that Smith is problematic. Smith should have never legitimized it with a written apology. He even let his handlers convince him that his words had some loose connection to a spike in anti-Asian violence. Smith wrote, "In this day and age, indubitably, with all the violence being perpetrated against the Asian American community, indubitably, my comments, I'll bet unintentional and loquacious, were clearly insensitive and regrettable." I added a few words there, but you get the point. Smith is from Hollis, Queens, New York. Black bodies have been dropping in Hollis, Queens for 40 years. The violence perpetrated, tolerated, and celebrated within the black community is a nationwide pandemic. No one is apologizing for that. Never apologize to the Twitter mob.
Love it. Love it. And you look, he's so spot on in everything he says. And I didn't even pick that much up with the identity politics of Black Panther. I've seen Black Panther one time, and I enjoyed Black Panther. But I didn't give it a perfect score, so therefore the social justice crowd called me a racist because I didn't give it a perfect score. I still gave it a favorable score, but they don't care. They don't care. If you have any criticism of anything that has the narrative around it, you're suddenly an ist or an ism. But the point is that Whitlock's comparison is spot on as to what's going on at ESPN. It's spot on. And it doesn't matter. Like, your identity doesn't matter when there's someone more oppressed. And Maria Taylor is pulling her identity politics card. Therefore, now she has more oppression than Stephen A. And if Maria Taylor ultimately gets elevated to that top spot at ESPN, then eventually we're going to have someone else that's more oppressed in the eyes of the social justice crowd. This is nonsense. This is ridiculous. And the fact that they're bringing the Asian hate crimes into it for Stephen A's comments. Now, again, let's talk about Stephen A's comments for a minute. Now, I've laughed at the whole situation about Stephen A being eaten alive by social justice because he plays the social justice card all the time. He plays the identity politics card all the time. All right. But if you just look at what he said in isolation, there's nothing wrong with what he said. There's nothing wrong with what he said. He simply was making a point like you could be more marketable in the United States of America if you could speak English. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all. He's making a point. If I'm in another country and I'm playing a professional sport or I'm working in an entertainment field, and if I can't speak the language there, the native language, that's probably going to hurt my marketability. Now, the problem is a lot of these media people, when they don't have someone that can speak the language here, they just see that as, well, we can't get them to push our nonsense. We can't ask them questions about Trump, and we can't get them to give us good sound bites about how bad Trump is and Trump supporters are. That's what their focus is. But in isolation as to what Stephen A. said, no, I understood what he was saying. There's nothing wrong inherently with what he was saying. It's the fact is that he has such hypocrisy, and ESPN is truly Wakanda, as Jason Whitlock says. Spot on assessment from Whitlock. Looking forward to seeing his channel grow. Look, we would love to have Whitlock over here on Sports Wars for an interview or to have him on a live stream. You know, he's a complete free agent right now. He's got 20,000 subscribers on his channel. So you guys go over there and support Jason Whitlock. Doing good stuff. I know he had, a falling out with Outkick. We hated to see that because we love Outkick and what they were doing, and Jason Whitlock being part of that was really cool. Yeah, if Jason Whitlock ever wanted to come on Sports Wars and talk to us about all the bullshit going on in the world of sports, we would love to have him over here. So you guys have a great day. Thank you very much for checking out this video. Check us out on geeksandgamers.com, our website, where you can sign up for free. You can create an account for free and jump in the forums, have whatever discussion you want. For a minimum of $10 a month, you can become a premium member. That helps continue to grow the site, help support the brand, get you exclusive access to a lot of our content, and we do greatly appreciate that. Follow us on Locals, where you can find updates on everything we have going on. We appreciate it. You guys have a great day, and we will talk to you later.